Today, we're at Dudley Building Society. They've just launched a new mortgage origination platform provided by Ohpen. The core banking system remains in place, but the front end of the mortgage journey has been completely transformed. We're joined by the Dudley team to find out what this means for members, for brokers, and how the project has been delivered. James, this is an important moment for Dudley Building Society. What does the launch of this new mortgage origination platform mean for the society?
We wanted to fundamentally transform the broker experience and the customer experience of taking a mortgage with us. We have fundamentally transformed everything but the core banking system. So everything in front of that, we've absolutely overhauled. What we expect is that brokers will see faster decisions, smoother processes, better case visibility, and ultimately for our people, they'll have better access to workflow and data, so it will make us far more responsive in supporting brokers and their customers.
Great. What do you hope brokers and members will notice first?
Absolutely everything. I think it will be a completely different experience for them. There'll be quicker decision making, better communication, faster turnaround times. So I think it'll be a real transformation for their experience of Dudley today.
You've worked closely with the Ohpen team on this project. What's made that partnership work?
Honest communication is absolutely critical to a programme of this scale. There's high levels of trust between the two organisations, and we've worked with this in a real partnership manner. We absolutely have collaborated with a view that this is successful for both parties, and we think what we've delivered together will really change the future of both organisations for the better.
Lorraine, from an operational perspective, projects like this are significant. What has been the biggest challenge in delivering it?
I think actually, interestingly, the technology side of it wasn't the challenge. It was the scale of the project altogether, and it was all the change surrounding the tech itself. You've got to imagine, for a period of time, we were kind of running our day-to-day operations, serving our brokers and customers, whilst also trying to transform a core system that we have operated on for nearly a decade. So I think it was the overall impact that the programme had, and it actually touched nearly every single area within the business, so there had to be engagement across multiple teams.
Sure. How have you worked with the regulator during this programme?
The regulator to us has been a key stakeholder. We actually engaged with them very early. I think one of the main things that we've ensured that we've done is having open conversations with the regulator, being very clear on what it is that we're looking to achieve, some of the risks that we see facing the programme, particular interest around how we are testing operational resilience and kind of the governance controls that we'll have in place. So we've had very open, honest, regular conversations with the regulator. And actually, it's been good because we've been able to demonstrate that, this is obviously important to us because it's going to help with the overall sustainability of the business. But also, there are huge benefits from an operational resilience perspective. So this isn't just purely about innovation. This is actually about how we can make sure that we have got improved resilience of some of our key services that we provide to our brokers, but also then developing a system that will allow us to bring about better outcomes for both brokers and customers.
Projects like this also require internal change. How did you bring the organisation with you?
I think it was really important to us from the offset to make sure that this was seen as a business-wide transformation, not just an IT project. So at the very outset, we spent a lot of time working with all the different business areas to first of all explain why now, why are we doing this? And for any business that has been on long-standing legacy systems, there are risks that are posed by staying on those legacy systems from an operational resilience perspective, but also, being able to support better outcomes for customers. So we had to really, we took time to explain the why to our people. And, once people actually got to see what the system would do, it was obvious the benefits that it could deliver for us. So, but I think that early engagement ensured that we had the business areas had accountability for what their role was in order to deliver this programme overall. And we're still on a bit of a journey with it, but they've been involved in process redesign, they've been involved in testing. So it's been really important that we have that early engagement, and I think that's led to better confidence and accountability in the ultimate delivery.
Rian, as head of change, you've been close to the delivery throughout. What are the key lessons from the project?
Well, I would say I think we've learned a huge amount through this process, but the key ones for me are probably, firstly, the importance as the client of being able to clearly and consistently articulate what it is that you want. And then equally important, the ability of the systems provider to document the solution and be really clear about what the end state is, so that there's absolutely no ambiguity and all parties are really clear on the outcome. I think that we've learned that that's really, really important. And then probably communication and collaboration. So I think they are words we throw around a lot, but what we've learned is that when you're doing something of this complexity, it's really important to have partners that you can work together with. And I would say that working with Ohpen has always felt like a very collaborative experience, that there's been a shared goal that we've worked towards together. And I suppose what collaboration means for me is that you trust each other, there's mutual respect there, you've got the space to express your opinions, disagree sometimes, but ultimately compromise on the kind of constructive solution that you both want at the end. So I think it's felt genuinely a collaborative process, and I've learned the value of that, I guess, for future undertakings.
And what made you choose Ohpen?
So when we went into this, we needed an entirely new originations platform that really did two core things if you boil it down. The first is we needed it to make the originations journey for customers much more smooth, faster, more intuitive, with fewer touch points. And we absolutely believe that the broker portal in particular does that. So we've designed, along with Ohpen, those journeys in response to broker feedback. Our goal was to remove barriers to doing business with us, and that we really feel that the portal does that. And then secondly, possibly even more importantly for us, is it really had to significantly reduce the amount of waste in our internal processes. We've got too many colleagues tied up in non-value add activity. What we needed the platform to do was automate and remove some of those manual steps so that our people can do what they love to do, which is to deal with customers and to come up with creative underwriting solutions so that we can offer mortgages. What we're finding now is colleagues are spending less of their time on kind of admin tasks, which is freeing them up to do the more value-add activities, and ultimately that gives us space to provide a better customer service and also to grow.
Claire, you've been involved throughout the project. What has it been like working with the Ohpen team?
It's been really good. They've been a massive extension to our team. There's been some really good, challenging feedback, but the decision making has brought us into modernising our lending decisions. But yeah, big extension to our family right at Dudley Building Society.
James, bringing this all together, what have Dudley Building Society and Ohpen done to create a genuine partnership?
It comes down to alignment, trust and honesty. We've had a very, very good open conversation from the start, where we've really aligned on what the objective is we're trying to achieve together. We've challenged each other, we've worked hard together, and I think where we've got to is something we can both be really proud of.
For Dudley Building Society, this new mortgage origination platform marks an important step forward, not replacing the core banking system, but transforming how mortgages begin. A modern platform built through collaboration, designed for members, for brokers, and the future of the society.